Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Ready, ready. 60 yards.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice hit, boy.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
18 Gator. 6-man. Check curls, go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run. Devontae Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill flushed out right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a draw play. Here's Charles. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Setting up the draw play, and he did it really well there.
And those guys who can do that well often are very good at play action too. And the beneficiaries, they're running backs and they're wide receivers.
To throw is Wentz, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Out on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Set 50, plant.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Tannehill.
Let's go.
And the
Who's
Chiefs
that?
are going to get him.
Yannick
Yannick
Ngakwe.
Ngakwe has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The start
Dang.
less than ideal as they already face a
Let's
second
go,
and long.
Yannick.
Tannehill.
Oh, I couldn't get
That
there.
one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
Good play.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
progress.
And he's
I think
got
he
a
got
first
it.
down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Tannehill on first down.
Oh, good
He'll
play.
get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. To throw is
I should stop
Tannehill.
blitzing
That's caught by the big tight end,
linebackers.
O.J. Howard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Freeman. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage. The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That'll be
Oh,
caught
just
by
gonna end the
Cup.
stream.
And they've got it in.
Maybe I won't.
Good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. They'll run here with Freeman.
Get in.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll buy some time right.
Pick that off,
The end zone,
Casey.
could he get his feet down? No, it's
Devontae Casey, you
incomplete.
gotta pick
Jets are
that.
good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Like 22, he's coming. 23 Forever.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal, escaping the pressure right. He may
He's
try,
gonna
and
run
now
it.
he lost
Tannehill.
the football.
Fumble.
Tannehill loses it,
Yannick
and it's
Ngakwe.
picked up by the Chiefs.
Oh, stop and go
And
action.
it's a good return
Yannick
here as he'll get
Ngakwe.
all the way up close to the
The fumble
35.
recovery.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Oh,
And they're going to stop him
come
right at the
on.
line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to
I
be
had
found
the edge,
whatsoever. 2nd
I
and
tripped him
10.
out.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz
Bruh.
throwing over the middle,
Come on,
and it's
Carson.
incomplete.
What are these
The
passes?
secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them.
It's a
They came in
punt
ready to
either
play.
way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Man.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Dances by him. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. On first down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Willie,
Will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
Oh, I read that all the way.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for
was
Dr.
passing
Though. But thank you,
there.
Dr. Davis. Give him
That's the
18
funny
there and give the
part.
Vikings a first down.
I knew he
Now
was
a first
passing
down
there.
throw, Tannehill. And he finds
That's
Howard
from Dante
complete.
Fowler.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and
That's
catch.
my bad.
On second down, it's Freeman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 27 yards there, a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
50 plant. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Hey, wahoo.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's
Back the end zone. Corner of the end zone, he almost got it, not gonna lie.
You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Oh, God.
That's Tannehill.
Why?
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tagging at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Right,
So first and goal
blitz.
and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
Right
Try to run this one
yeah.
in. And he will take this one
So what
into
is
the
it?
end zone for
A
a
7-point,
touchdown.
a 1-point lead.
A great play there. His second touchdown on
I
the
say
season.
it's a tie game.
As they are now on the board here in the first half.
now we can't say it's a tie
And it's
game.
no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick
Let's
this
go,
one off.
Tedkins.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Oh, Tedkin.
And all
Oh.
that work, but he stopped where he
The
ultimately
man
would
who
have
said
been,
he
and he's
beat
simply taken a
Usain
knee, and
Bolt
that's the
in a race.
25-yard line.
Couldn't get that kick return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion.
So close
So
to
now they
getting
get a
that
chance to go
edge.
back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz.
What am I doing?
And an alley to run. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Let's go. Good play from Yannick
Ngakwe.
Yes, sir.
In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Play action. It's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right.
Pick that off, somebody.
Is incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying, I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities.
Not one to pick that
and
off.
you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill.
Oh, get there, McMillan.
He's got Smith here.
How is he catching
14
this
yards is the
stuff?
pick up there, but it'll still
And
lead
why
to
is he
4th
going
down.
for
It'll be
it?
a very makeable field goal try
Play
from here,
underneath,
but
play
instead they're going to
underneath.
go for it. Now it's Tannehill, escaping the pressure
Oh,
right.
my
They open man to
Jesus.
Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble.
Get him.
But all is well. 1st down. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cameron Brate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Throwing now is Wentz. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They still have to hold in there.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Carson Wentz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in this. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack on first down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Ginn. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Wentz now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Ready.
Mike's 50. Curly.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.